Hello, I'm attorney Eric Doroshow. Let's meet our special guest this evening, Dr. Ronald Lieberman. And Doctor, good evening and welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
And Doctor, you are a pain management physical medicine doctor. You have a certification, board certification in physical medicine. Is
That's
that correct?
Yep.
And folks can see you both in Dover and also in Smyrna.
Absolutely.
Okay. We're going to talk a little later about a book that you wrote that some of our people viewing tonight might be interested in.
Sure.
But oftentimes you're going to see patients who have been involved in a car crash or a work accident, and they're going to come in with pain. They're going to tell you that there's no broken bones, but I'm in horrible, horrible pain. I can't go back to my job, maybe headaches. The term is whiplash, but I know there's a lot of misconceptions about this. What's going on in their body in something like this?
Sure. There's a frequent misconception that whiplash injuries are associated with patients that are looking for money and that are faking it. In actuality, whiplash is a term that describes a mechanism of injury that creates neck pain as well as consequences that go from there on. The most predictable factor for recovery in these patients, and this is part of what we tell them, we educate our patients because we want to set expectations of the recovery, is that the intensity of their pain at the initial onset of the injury is a critical determinant, more important than any other possible experience that they have in terms of how well they're going to do. For instance, typically, as you know, patients will develop neck pain over the first 24 hours, 90% of the population.
From let's say a car crash.
From a car crash.
Been rear-ended?
Rear-ended, typical mechanism, and actually that's been, recent evidence has changed the former understanding, we'll get into that a little bit later, of the mechanism of injury, but folks that either run into something, a car that suddenly stops in front of them, or they're struck from behind, from the side. But what the research has shown is that those folks that have immediate intense pain or rapidly progressing pain after the impact tend to be associated with a group of patients that have a threefold chance of it developing into a chronic condition if the underlying cause isn't treated.
Mm-hmm. So this can be broken down into, I guess, two kinds of pain. There's the initial pain and then the chronic pain. So what are the differences between those two?
Sure. The initial pain is typically, it'll be obviously the neck pain that we mentioned. They can develop other issues such as headaches, such as shoulder pain. Shoulder pain can be from the shoulder itself, referred from a herniated disc, a nerve, a joint, or even from carpal tunnel. Our